Under the bright lights, only one thing counts. How high can you jump? In this world, only the fittest survive. The Electric 6 bar.
The 4 faults coming into number 6 and then having a limited amount of space to set up for that 6th vertical, coming in at an angle. He chooses to take the rest of the evening off and see if Nick Skelton can continue with his high altitude antics here at Spruce Meadows. Fan favorite over the years. Not only Nick, but this gray stallion Russell really has captivated the crowd. He's done it in light flurries, he's done it in brilliant starlight under beautiful conditions a year ago, and now looking to complete the hat trick, and they are all gussied up and ready to go.
Nick's just going to take a little turn here, and I think if Russell gets through this, and as you see him go through later rounds, Nick doesn't waste any time getting in there. He says it's the best thing for Russell is just bring him in nice and steady, but then send him right on down to it.
12-year-old Holsteiner stallion powering over the 3rd vertical.
That looks very, very sharp.
The crowd knows that Russell loves this, and you can hear the fanfare in the background saluting the clear round here at Spruce Meadows.
Last 3 jumps. Oh, we got it up there on the board there. Meter 61, meter 72, meter 78.
So they get steeper each and every progressive round, and as we move through the competition, the first 3 obstacles will be removed off the gray gelding. Pete Reimakers probably feels very much at home in the gray, damp weather here at Spruce Meadows this evening, as the Dutch veteran gets ready to take on the 2nd round course.
Well, this one to me was very, very impressive in the 1st round. He really toyed with the line of jumps. Oh, very easy.
Does it again in the 2nd round, and a little bit of attitude to boot over that 6th vertical for the big gray.
Well, he knows he's done good, didn't he? Marshall White, that's fantastic, and Lauren Huff there.
Great excitement in the stadium here as we advance to the next jump-off round. There's a look at Pete Reimakers of the Netherlands, Nick Skelton. The big guns have come to play. Lauren Huff of the United States, and then Marshall White of Canada. Not really in over his head, but living a dream. There's a look at the youngster who lives in those foothills just outside of Spruce Meadows here. And he is on a bit of a roll, John.
Well, he's doing a great job. Now, different strategy, though, coming into this round. Fences 1, 2, and 3 are taken out. So you'll see there is fence 4 has actually gone down in height, because now that is the first jump that the riders are going to face. So that's a much different tactic. Now you can see it disappearing there, and now we've suddenly basically got a triple combination, 2 stride, 2 stride. But it's meter 58 going in and meter 85 coming out. My goodness me.
There's Garrett Gullickson. He'll be the first to go, the Norwegian veteran. Not wasting any time after the bell.
Yeah, I think that's the best strategy. You know what? Just turn and go. Don't give yourself or your horse too much time to think about it. Set up, keep the leg closed. Oh,
that's a tough break. That was a youngster from just west of Spruce Meadows, 20 years of age, first time in the international ring, very young horse, and he finds himself in a showdown with the eyes of the world on him against Pete Reimakers and Nick Skelton on a young horse.
Well, I mean, this is really what dreams can be made of, but I know if it were me, I'd rather be doing it around the meter 40 speed competition, but you know what? He's been full marks for it, and he's not got lucky so far.
It's all gravy now.
Keep his focus. And don't underride it. You got to get kicking, Marshall.
Little tap at the 2nd fence, nicely over the 3rd, and that's a good bonus for him. He doesn't have to continue now as they still go. Huff has her game face on, looking to join the likes of Pete Reimakers of the Netherlands and Great Britain's Nick Skelton in the next round. However, she's aboard a horse who is jumping the steepest test he's ever jumped. This is just an 8-year-old, quick study.
A much different comparison. Far more experienced rider on a young horse. Let's see how Lauren tackles it. Nice setup pace. See, she's setting off left to right.
He snakes over nicely. So Lauren Huff puts another rendition of the red, white, and blue into the next round of competition. Nick Skelton and their respective mounts. There's a look at our top 3 placings thus far in the Atco Electric 6-bar at the Spruce Meadows Masters. 2007, 2 of the greats in the sport still alive in the Atco Electric 6-bar. Pete Rijmakers of the Netherlands and 2-time champion Nick Skelton of Great Britain. There's a look at the stats for this round, John.
Well, meter 95 for the last jump, but you know that's big. It's just, you know, it's just keying off with meter 65. It's such a large jump to turn to. We see Nick straight away, the bell's gone, and he's onto it. You know, 5 or 6 strides and right on in there, urging him forward. Little leg.
The flash bulbs ignite in the stadium as Russell does it again. Wow. Turns his attention to Pete Rijmakers, and Optical has looked very sharp tonight.
Bit of a hotter horse as he comes in, a little bit sharp. Has a rub on the first one, but he's going for it.
No problem. Big power from this big gray as we are watching a showdown in the Alberta foothills between 2 of the great veterans. Next round, Leopoldo Palacios goes to work. Look at the size of these fences.
And he's tall enough himself, isn't he, Leo? I mean, he's not a short fella.
Only 2 left in the hunt. And we're advised that Leopoldo Palacios is cranking them up. Meter 66, meter 85, 2.06 meters. That's over 6.5 feet tall for those of us in the non-metric world.
Well, for those of you that have seen puissance competitions with the big wall, 2 meters 6 may not seem so big, but I can tell you, off of 2 strides to a wall of rails, it is a very, very big jump.
Having done it twice previous.
Yeah, exactly.
Russell's first to go. He will lay down the gauntlet with Nick Skelton.
I think he turned even tighter there.
Meter 66, taller than you'd see in any Grand Prix. Meter 85, 206, down it comes. 4 faults for Nick Skelton. Important to remember that they're in a jump off right now.
That's right, there is no time, so forget it.
It's simple now, a clear round, and Pete Rijmakers wins it. 1 rail they tie, 2 rails he's second.
And I can tell you what Nick's pushing for. But let's also keep in mind, though, that this is the last round regardless. So if Pete does have a rail down, the competition will be a tie.
One rail. Oh, 8 faults. Pete Rijmakers will finish in second place to the 3-time champion of the Atco Electric 6-bar, Nick Skelton of Great Britain, with, more importantly, Russell.
Well, I mean, Nick's going to be thrilled that he's won it. I mean, that's the one thing with these guys. They don't necessarily care how they win it, as long as they win it. But boy, that was thrilling right till the end.
Soaking up the atmosphere of the international ring at Spruce Meadows, Pete Rijmakers and Nick Skelton put on quite a show for the thousands on hand. The legend of Russell and Nick Skelton continue under the lights at Spruce Meadows. What a result at the Spruce Meadows Masters. You're part of history here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at the Spruce Meadows Masters. For the 3rd consecutive year, Nick Skelton of Great Britain aboard Russell jumps to victory in the Atco Electric 6-bar. Nick Skelton and Russell continue to make Spruce Meadows history.